Hello, friends and adventurers, and welcome back to Sally Cat Plays Blades of Exile. I've taken a little time out to go get stuff identified, and we have found such exciting artifacts as the Wand of Rats, Dust of Choking, a plain silver ring. Dust of Choking, if you didn't know, will basically poison you. I don't think Brent has anything new and exciting. Lyra, on the other hand, all the lockpicks that I found last episode are just plain lockpicks, not actually an improvement. However, the U-bow is something of an improvement from the Lemonwood bow. I think we found that one in the mascot lair. And also, the Pants of Protection, which have an astounding 7 points of defense on them. I'm not actually sure who I want to equip them on right now. Margot could definitely use more defense because she can't wear heavy armor, but maybe Lyra or Brent or Ori could use them as fighters who get hit a lot, because really I should be keeping Margot away from the front lines. Let's see, nothing particularly new on Thistle. And I also found a bronze ring of accuracy, which I can equip that on Margot, why not? Oh, actually, there is something exciting that I missed. You may have noticed it before I mentioned it, but Brent has the Flaming Sword equipped. It has pretty good base damage, and also is on fire. So it will always do extra damage. Anyway, now I can sell off a few extra items and junk. Very good, and now I will pick back up where I left off last time. And with the brass key that we got from the library sprites, we can unlock the doors that lead even farther beneath the School of Magery. You step out of the School of Magery into a long, subterranean, natural gallery. A wide stone path leads to the south, stretching far beyond sight. The bits of bone, claw marks, and bloodstains that dot the path at regular intervals clearly tell you that all is not calm and peaceful down here. The creatures that escaped the school had to go somewhere. As you walk out, you see several of the creatures that have made this area their home. They look similar to wolves, but have 6 legs, shaggy fur, and vicious, jagged teeth, and seem far, far fiercer. Yes, even fiercer than you, Miss Garnet. The small pack that has sighted you leaps to its feet and charges toward you with long, even strides. Sadly, you have little doubt that these caves are inhabited by many more creatures just like these. So yeah, this cavern gallery is full of alien beasts because reasons. Okay, good. They are aggressive enough to just walk straight into a wall of ice. Would it be too overpowered of me to add an alien beast to my menagerie of summons? Oh. Slightly moot point. I'll have to wait till the next pack. Wrong direction. The alien beasts are dead, but you're afraid there's plenty more waiting for you. You have a long, hard march ahead of you. Well, that certainly went better than another attempt in a save file that totally didn't happen. Main control, 3 miles south. Body of water. You stumble upon a pack of the strange beasts, drinking deep from this icy cavern pool. It doesn't take them long to decide that they'd like some meat to go with their drink. Delightful. Ow! Okay, Thistle is getting hasted right the heck now. Because, holy crap! Would sticks to snakes be remotely useful here? It might distract the alien beasts for a round. It also might make Fireball a little less effective when I do the positioning that dumb. Here, Lyra, you're hasted too. For all the good that'll do me. Oh, Marco's almost out of spell points. Great! Okay, Operation Distract the Alien Beasts does seem to be working. And Thistle, since you do have spell points, let's try doing something a little more effective with them. Hooray! My serpent killed an alien beast! Yeah. Also, those pants of protection do in fact work pretty well. I am victorious somehow! The alien beasts are dead, but you're afraid there's plenty more, blah blah blah. Okay. And of course, I'm going to go wandering off to the side instead of following the road. Oh no, I found the road again anyway. And that feels like an ambush point. As you continue south, you hear the distant, raspy howls of the alien beasts. Somehow, they have sensed the presence of new, tasty morsels, and are preparing for your advance. Not actually an ambush point, go figure. Anything hidden in here, though? No? Oh. How mildly disappointing. I'm pretty sure there are one or two things hidden in this area. Aha! Here's one. You find a small natural spring. That sort of thing isn't unusual underground. What's odd about this fountain is that the water is glowing slightly. Whether that's because of rare mineral deposits, or some strange magical effect, you aren't sure. Being adventurers, of course, you're strongly tempted to drink the stuff. It doesn't smell polluted at any rate. Yeah, not before saving. The water is amazingly fresh and invigorating. Drinking it makes you feel ready to take on 1,000 alien beasts. You bend down to drink more, but are saddened to find that the glow is faded. You've drained the magic for now. You'll have to find future healing elsewhere. Okay, so it looks like it gives me potentially full healing, but no boosts above my current maximums. So we are going to save that. Oh no, I don't want Simulacrum. Well, I could cast Simulacrum because ghouls are fun. What I really wanted was Capture Soul. Oh no, my ghoul is kind of stupid. Really, what else did we expect from The Walking Dead? Ghouls may be a little overpowered. So yeah, this cavern just kind of bends back around itself, though presumably it is descending the entire time. To me, since Brent does have at least 1 point in assassination, and Lyra does not, maybe I should let Lyra have the Sword of Awesome Damage. If nothing else, it could boost her leveling. Not that I expect to do much assassination against the alien beasts, but still. Okay, another pool of non-magical water. Yeah, for 6 spell points, Ghoul is incredibly effective. And of course, fireballs. Is it just me, or was the extra flaming damage more effective when Brent was wielding it? Perhaps the extra damage is calculated based on the base damage that gets inflicted when you swing. Yeah, let's find a nice little corner and have a nap. Oh, come on. If there's too many of these, I might have to start cutting out some random battles. Or I could leave them all in to pad episode length. Yeah, whatever the calculations are here, I don't know what they are. Maybe it's just straight up adding another 1d whatever of damage. curiosity, you toss a pebble over the edge of this natural bridge to see how long it takes to hit the ground. You wait, and wait, and wait. Then you back away from the edge. It's obviously quite a drop. Okay, apparently the ghoul is just killing things so fast the game isn't even registering it. Darn, I thought that was another rather empty-looking corner. This one bears some fruit. And by fruit, I mean healing. Okay, so it's not actually a full heal, but it is a pretty decent one. Also, I don't remember if I ever found those when I originally played this game growing up. I did learn of them through another Let's Play, so thank you, Berry John. Now entering Control Chamber. Good thing we have the opening stone. You step into the clean, warm halls of the main control center of the School of Magery. To be honest, you still have little idea what a main control center is supposed to be. The air is dry, and a constant low hum fills the air. The floor is still impeccably clean and polished, and no mold or sign of decay has successfully intruded on this place. Light is no problem. The walls themselves glow with the energy of the place. Cool, that means I'll save a few spell points on Long Light. Primary control. A very impressive building indeed. There can be no more doubt. The School of Magery was not just a teaching institution. Some remarkable research was going on here as well. The strange devices in front of you are evidence enough of that. This room is filled with strange walls, or panels, or devices. You aren't sure. They're metal, and glow slightly, and emit a constant, soothing hum. Some have flashing lights on them, some buttons. None of them have a clear purpose. They're truly amazing devices. What they do, and if it's possible for you to control them, however, remains an open question. Okay, good. I do have the instruction scrolls. A sheaf of scrolls which explains in some detail how to operate the control panels at the lowest level of the School of Magery. So yeah, this area is divided up into quadrants, filled with strange machinery. And here's a secret door. Oh dear. Something bad happened in these cubbies. And someone dropped a ring. Excuse me, I believe you said light was going to be no problem. Darn it, Jeff. Okay, here's where the cracked wall was. I remembered seeing that somewhere in here. Oh dear. Many years ago, 4 mages were brought into this cavern and murdered. Their multiply stabbed bodies are arrayed before you. Whoever closed the School of Magery, they wanted to close it for good. Yee. So there's 4 mages and 4 tiny bedchambers down to the south. Methinks they were stabbed in their sleep, and then dragged here to hide the bodies. Okay, it might be a little challenging to do my usual perimeter check and then go into the center of the area, so I guess we'll just do this quadrant by quadrant. The panel here has a large friendly button, placed at about waist height. A sign above it reads, "In case of injury." Well, I'm not currently injured, so we can leave that alone. Though that does suggest that there is something potentially injurious in all of this machinery. And yeah, there's a few empty squares here that are just more machine. They don't have anything special hidden in them. Oh no, slime! Hooray, XP for Lyra! Blarg. Yeah, see, now Brent's assassinating because cave slimes are pretty low level. This place is slightly a pain in the butt to explore. Rather long pit. Hello. Ox control chair. Some other tiny bits of machinery. Main control chair. And another ox control chair. So ox is short for auxiliary. And there is some sort of ghost here. You see a translucent shade, shaped like a middle-aged man. It walks aimlessly from chamber to chamber, not really seeing anything. When you get close, however, it turns and walks up to you. "I am a shade," it says tonelessly. It stares straight ahead, eyes unfocused. "I am a shade. I was placed here with messages. I am a magical construct, created to deliver certain programmed messages. I was placed here by the mage Palhatis." It continues in a completely emotionless voice. "The mage Palhatis was one of the administrators for the School of Magery. When the Empire closed the school, he was murdered." Aha. The leaders of the Empire decided that magical power could only be trusted when centralized under their direct control. The research of the School of Magery was so successful that it was the first to be closed. The haste of its closure was the reason for my message. The school was only given 1 week to close. For this reason, much virulently poisonous waste was left inside. Any leaks would result in incredible destruction. This upset Palhatus, so he took steps to prevent a disaster. Although all of the controls and devices in the school were to be deactivated, he made sure that the controls to the waste disposal unit remained. These controls might still be activated. These controls are in the northern control chamber. Sit in the chair to operate them. It is assumed that you will have full knowledge of their operation. Of course, if you don't know how, scrolls of instruction were left behind. If you find one, you will be able to use the controls. Alas, I do not have one. Yeah, so we're on our own finding the scrolls. Great job, Palhatus. Though all things considered, he did pretty much the best he could. Oh, there's a bit over here that I missed. Here, deep inside the control chambers, you find an ornate, carved stone throne. Strangely, it has been set facing a bare wall. As experience has taught you, when you find something odd and inexplicable, magic must be involved. When you sit in the throne, words seem to try to form on the wall you're facing, coalescing out of thin air in letters of mist. However, before the words manage to come together, the mist dissipates, and they fade again. You stand up, confused. Perhaps you aren't authorized to use the chair, or perhaps the system is no longer functional. Honestly, after 130 years, I'm kind of impressed it still does anything at all. Same message there. Well, hi. Oh no, viscous goo. Well, Orig, you're well over 100 HP, so... Sorry, you get to take a fireball to the chest. Great. Really hate viscous goos right now. I should maybe bless Lyra, so that she doesn't get hit so much, but she's doing quite a bit of damage. And that batch of slimes is done for. Oh good, another in case of injury button. Hopefully that includes getting poisoned by slime. The moment you press the button, a sparkling green field appears, surrounding you. You feel it rapidly rejuvenate you, relaxing your muscles and erasing your wounds. Unfortunately, the green field abruptly disappears. Sparks and a cloud of smoke fly out of the panel. Looks like this device needs constant maintenance to function. Well, so far I'm not finding anything terribly threatening in here. Certainly nothing so bad as all the alien beasts. That's an unusually large chunk of unexplored territory. Oh, hi, I can actually get in here. And what is this? The panel here has what looks like some sort of controls. There are several rows of buttons, each of which has a label, none of which you can read. You have no idea what to do with any of this. Of course, that doesn't stop you from trying. Yeah, that's a good time to make a save file. What happens when we push a button? Unfortunately, you don't get far before a security spell gets wind of your interference. The buttons go dark, and you hear a brief alarm. I wonder if that just summoned something. What happens if I destroy? Same message. Okay. That's a guardian. It looks like a Doom Guard. Probably isn't something quite that awful. Here. Big curse on you. That's a pretty big pile of health. And armor. And attack. At least... Oh, it's immune to everything except physical. Ugh. That's a lot of damage. I should get my squishiest person out of the line of fire. Man, I like my ghoul. Hopefully there's only one of those guardians. I'm pretty sure the single square dark spots on my map are just bits of machinery and nothing that actually does anything. And, out of the way, please. Thank you. And now, what I came here for, what you've all been waiting for. Sit in the northernmost chair. The moment you sit down, words spring up on the wall before you, written in midair in letters of white mist. The words are in your tongue, but don't make sense to you. Phrases like directory structure and flow control are beyond your understanding. Fortunately, you do have the scrolls of instructions you bought from Pangle, and while they didn't make any sense before, they do now. From here, you can magically control gates and machinery all throughout the School of Magery. Commands are issued by pointing at the appropriate words of mist. Searching the instructions, you find the area describing waste disposal. Soon, you are able to bring up the command to reactivate the waste destruction system. Crossing your fingers, you point at the command. There is a pause, and a short chiming noise. The words, "Power to waste cleanup system reactivated. Waste cleanup panel can now be used." The letters of mist disappear, and the room goes dark. Now where is the waste cleanup panel? Indeed. Well, that's about all that we can do in the main control chamber. So now we get to walk all the way back through this tunnel, fending off alien beasts as we go, and go back into the main body of the school. Until next time, have a good one, everybody.